It's Fate time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today I'm going to have a look at the Figma number 126. It's Saber in the Zero version. Yes, another one of the Saber line. As I've already mentioned, or maybe I haven't mentioned, I got like all of them except for the original version now that came out way back. But I really went on a tear recently and I was like, I bought a whole bunch of Fate figures and Saber was the first on the list to get my hands on all of them. And yeah, let's have a look. I like to call this one Businesswoman Saber, but this is cool. Like, it's such a big departure from all the dresses and wedding gowns and all the Saber versions. First and foremost, I want to have a look at the size of her real quick. She stands at about 13 centimeters, a little over 5 inches tall, to the tippy top of her head. So yeah, overall design-wise, I mean, it's still Saber. We still have the green anime eyes. The blonde hair, now with a ponytail though, none of that big bun in the back as previously. And you got the entire black business suit. It is simple, but here's the thing, it's the tiny details. You have them small wrinkles, plain brown shoes, but the small wrinkles going on all throughout it, especially in the back over here. And then you got the more shiny gloves. Even has some jewelry in there. Nice detail. It is floaty by the looks of it. It hangs down there kind of weirdly. Same thing on the other side. And you got the buttons. More wrinkles. This entire thing is soft plastic, by the way. Let's have a look at the pants. And there's like another suit under it. Weird. Buttons. And yeah, I mean, that's it. It's a simple design, but nicely done. Now for the articulation, it is more classic Figma stuff, so if you're familiar with it, you should know. We're starting here over at the hair. You have ball joints in there, can rotate that around and get some movement out of it. I'm moving it forward so it doesn't fall off my table. And actually looking at the hair, is it just me or is there a bit of color difference over here? It's a bit more brighter at the top part and the tips seem a bit more yellow. I mean, the more detailed the merrier, right? The head is on a flat ball hinge, so you can bring that forward. Can bring it back, let me see. It doesn't really get that much range, and it does go out to the side. You can tilt it a little bit and turn it all the way around. Double ball combination in the shoulders. And the thing is, at first I thought, okay, this is completely blocked because the shoulder over here moves up and it doesn't get any range. But, trick, it is just on a peg, so really the thing is, you pull it out and then you get the range you want. This is soft plastic over here, but I guess there's something under it that's just blocking it completely. But as I said, if you move it out, you get more range and you can rotate it around on the peg, of course. Then we got the single hinge in the elbow, and the fist is just on a hinge over here, which is pegged in, so we can also rotate it around. And it is blocked by the jewelry in there. So that's a problem. Now for your torso articulation, since this entire torso piece is soft plastic, it is draped over the articulation. You can bring that, let's see, forward. It's still getting pulled back by the soft plastic stuff. But the hips down here, you get some out of it. I don't really think there's anything in the torso over here. Maybe a little bit as she's wiggling around, but it's not really accomplishing anything. The legs go off. Yeah, I had that. I took it out of the box and one of the legs immediately fell off. It does go forward, but I want to know, it does go to the side. I just have to push on it. So it's a little bit loose. Mine is loose. Mine is also pre-owned, so yeah, it does work though. But I really have to push on the legs. That might be not for every figure you get, but mine definitely has that. The crotch is also soft plastic. Have a single hinge in the knee, and the foot moves out to the side. It is on a ball hinge with pegs, so it does go up and down a little bit. This is surprisingly, this is hard plastic, so this will not bend. But you know, alright. Now for your accessories, there's quite a bit of stuff you're getting. I'm gonna start off with the faces. You got the angry face and the smiling face with the green eyes. The eyes look very good. I like how the eyes kind of change when she gets angry, and just that's nice attention to detail. You got another more battle pose hairstyle, which is on the box, is displayed as advertised as being for like the Saber version 1. So I don't know, I'm gonna try it out if it also fits on this one. We got two Excaliburs, I just want to go over that Excalibur has been on a lot of Sabers, so they know how to do it. And it looks very nice, the detail, the gold, the blue, metallic paint job, you have some scriptures in there. So yeah, that's pretty cool, but I've held this one so many times in my hand. So I'm really excited to get the clear version. That's something else. It's still the exact same mode, of course, but it's clear, so we got something new. And you got an energy effect with that. It is pretty big and bulky, as I missed the mark over here. It's pretty big and bulky. And I would have wished it to be a little bit more clear. I mean, the clear sword is more clear than an energy effect. Think about that. But yeah, you can slide both swords. You can slide them just in. I don't like to use it on this one. I mean, I tried it. It works. But I'm fearing that it will scratch the paint off. So I would recommend, if you use it, to use it with the clear one, because there's no paint that you can scratch off. Then we got the holster for the sword. I mean, the detail in the small detail over here. The golden lines and more scriptures at the top. You can just put your sword in there. Both Excalibur's versions work. There you go. And then finally we got the hands. Same with like with Saber Alter. They still have the gimmick where some hands have hinges and some hands don't have hinges. I don't really get the idea, but whatever. I mean, I'm starting off over here. Two holding hands for the sword. These don't have hinges. These do have hinges. Basically the same thing, maybe angle a little bit more than the others. And then you got open hands with hinges and another open hand, really. Just posing hands. I don't really see the big difference between these two. Well, whatever. I mean, the more the merrier. And then you got one final one, which I assume it's for the holster. Let's see. Yeah, just to hold that. Actually doesn't really hold it. I mean, it looks like it. What else would this be? But, yeah, no, not really latching onto it. I mean, a bit, but, eh. And, of course, the Figma base and a random Figma bag, of course. This is from Snowmiku, but I just have that lying here to the side, so, yeah, staples. And it's gonna bring me to the final thoughts. What do I think about this figure? Well, it is different. I mean, I said that from the get-go, and I like the idea of a different Saber in a suit, because it is such a big departure from the previous ones. Of course, if you want to tell me, well, it is a boring design, you would be right, but on the flip side, Figma really did one of their classics, I'd say. Every time you have a bit more of a boring design, you get a lot of stuff. You get a see-through sword, you get an energy effect, you get all these hands, and you get two faces and a different hairstyle. Usually when you get, I say usually, but it's not all the time, but usually when the figure itself is more impressive, the accessories are a bit lower. Not always, but it does happen. So what I'm saying is I do recommend this figure. No questions asked. I mean, still, if you think it's a boring design, okay, you can pass on it. There's way more Sabers out there. There's probably one you will like better. But as it stands on its own, I think this figure is absolutely worth it because of all the stuff you're getting with it. It's a different Saber, and I mean, I love Saber, so I'm not complaining about having more designs for the character. And yeah, recommend it if you can still find it. Once again, mandarake.com, Ami pre-owned section. Go check it out. These things always pop up at a reasonable price usually, and yeah, good luck and happy hunting. So that's gonna do it as usual, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Saber wants. Saber Zero? Saber? It's still Saber. Doesn't matter.